Hey guys, it's Helen Vandenberg here from GetClientsFast.net, and today I wanted to talk to you about getting ready to take appointments. So would you love to have your calendar booked up with appointments of people who are interested in your services that just want to talk to you? That is the dream that most people, when they come to us, they really want to have that happen. Now, some of you might just want to take 2 or 3 clients on a month. If you've got an offer that's 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, or even 10k, that might be plenty for you. And other people might be wanting to fill a group program, so they might want to get 5 to 8 calls a week. Now that's absolutely doable. I want to talk in another video about how do you get those calls, what are the things that you can do to get those calls. However, what do you do when you get calls, and what are the mechanics to get appointment ready? So I don't know if you've ever had that experience where you meet someone at networking and you follow up with them and they text you and they say, oh, can you do Tuesday? And you're on the tube, so you don't get the message. By the time you get back, you message them back saying, oh, I can't do Tuesday, how about Thursday morning? And you can do this ping pong going forward and back, trying to get an appointment. And frankly, that's when you can seem like you're hassling them. You can lose your nerve and feel like a little bit awkward, and also perhaps not look so super professional if you're texting them back at 11 o'clock at night. They may not be thinking this is the smooth, slick machine of commerce that you hoped you'd have. So there's a couple of things, really simple things that can make a massive difference. So I thoroughly recommend having an online calendar system. There's many out there. Now I love Schedule Once. I'll put some details in the notes and the links below. But I love that because for me, not only does it have a good system, it's fairly easy to understand, it really works well with the web, but it also enables you to do a follow-up page. So once someone has booked their appointment, you can redirect them to a video or another page, that sort of thing. For me, because I do a lot of online marketing, that really helps. It also is a great way to just welcome people into your world. But there's also another really popular one is Calendly. I also used to use Time Trade, which was great, really simple. I really liked it. It just doesn't have this feature, or didn't at the time I had it. So I strongly recommend, even if, let's say, you are a bridal shop. I had a client years ago and I used to do general marketing for people, and there was a bridal shop, and of course people would phone up and try and book an appointment, and that, quite often you'd be busy doing a fitting. So if they have a link that you can easily, even if they're texting you and they say, oh, can we meet up, I'd love to come in and have an appointment, send them the link to your calendar, and then it's very easy for them to find a time that works for them. And you've then also got their contact details, you've got their email details, you know who they are, and they are much more likely to show up. So I would say, number one, get a booking service, a calendar service that is automated. Number 2, name it. So if you are I typically work with consultants, coaches, thought leaders, people who've got a big message and they want to work with people to help them make a difference in their business or in their life. So maybe a weight loss coach, or maybe a confidence or career coach, something like that, or someone who maybe has a service-based business like dog walking or something. Now, if you are going to connect with people and you want to talk, get them to even pick up the phone or come in and see you in person, you're going to have to make it worth their while. So I strongly recommend that you give your session a sexy name and a real purpose. So it might be, some of mine are called business breakthrough sessions. So this is for people who are making some money in their business, but they haven't quite hit the consistent 5K months, and they want to make that breakthrough. They want to discover how do they design, market and fill a premium offer, and where on earth do they find those people? And that would be a massive breakthrough for them. So because that's the focus of my topic, I sometimes call it a business breakthrough call. You might, if you're a weight loss coach, you might say, getting your skinny jeans plan, something like that. It could be a clarity call if you deal with people who are dealing with overwhelm and stress. Although I have to say, I probably would want something even more evocative, like a stress-less call. So name it to claim it. Give it a sexy title and describe exactly what you'll do on the call. So it makes you think about, people's time is precious, so they really need to know that they're going to get some value, whether they work with you or not. But also you get to see if they're a fit for you, and then you can make a decision whether you want to invite them in to work with you. So number 1, book it. Make sure that you have a booking system. Number 2, name it. And number 3 is pre-sell. So let's say that somebody has booked into your calendar. Now you can do all sorts of things with these systems. You can say, don't book me on a weekend. Don't let them book more than 5 days in advance, or don't let them book at short notice. So you do need to make sure you do the training with any of these systems and make sure that you absolutely know how they work. It's pretty simple. If I can do it, you certainly can. But it's great because I have things where I don't want a surprise. It's like, it's like nearly midday now. I don't want someone booking into a call at 3 o'clock when I haven't got time to prepare for them. So I have like a buffer zone. There's a thing called no surprises. Don't let them book in beforehand. But let's say they've booked in for Thursday. Somebody's interested in working with me. They want to know how to create, maybe they want to get their book published and they want to be that thought leader and they're interested in my mastermind where we help transformational coaches and consultants to get their book done, get speaking on the stage, to sell from the stage, to grow their platform and to lead an amazing community. Well, if they're interested in that, I definitely want to talk to them. But let's say it's Thursday. So let's say they book in today and they've got an appointment for Thursday. Now, what are the chances they're going to show up? Well, I tell you what, you can absolutely increase the chance that they'll show up by sending them reminders, which most of these systems will do automatically. But what if you went a step further? Can you give them some amazing value before they even speak to you? So by this, some of the things I do is I might record a personal video for them. I might have a look around their website and do like a screen share video and talk about what I'm really impressed about what they're doing, what I think could be some next steps. I could send them a resource. So quite often I'll send people a copy of my book. I could send them a PDF or a freebie. So there's lots of things, something that is right for them. So it's got to be congruent and relevant. It's got to be absolutely right for the person so I don't, if they're talking to me about becoming a thought leader, growing their, creating an online course, a premium online course, creating a book, I'm not going to send them a freebie about how to grow your email list, okay? So you do have to be thoughtful about this, and it might mean that you have to go and have a look at their Facebook or LinkedIn profile, which you should be doing anyway for anyone who is wants to book in to speak to you. So you need to make sure that you pre-sell. And what I mean by pre-sell is like get them ready for what you're talking about. So if they have applied for a very specific call, around like some of my application calls where they think, perhaps they've heard me talk about my masterminds or my retreats and they've said that's what I want to talk to you about, then if I have a webinar or a video series around that, I would send them that so as they know what's coming, they know what to expect. It also means that if that's not right for them, they probably will cancel and it'll save both of us wasting our time, but it means for the people that it's right for, they are much more ready to being interested in what you do and have great questions to come to the call with. So those are your 3 things. Number 1, I want you to book it, and this means setting up a great booking system so you're not doing that individual text, chasing people at 10 o'clock at night, trying to pin them down. Make it really easy for people to book. So that means having a system. And what I tend to do is have a domain name. So my one is coachwithhelen.com. So if you want to speak to me, if it's right for you, then you put that in. So it means they don't have to have this crazy bit.ly link or a very long domain name. They can book right in. It's very easy if I'm on an interview or a podcast for me to say that. So you want to book it, you want to name it, give your discovery sessions, your strategy sessions. Even if you are a service-based provider, like let's say you're a copywriter, then it might be your copy review, your 5-star copy review. So give it a sexy name and sell it. Make sure they know what they are going to get in this session, and then finally pre-sell it. That's number 3. So in between them booking the appointment and speaking to you, I like high touch, low tech. So I like personally connecting with people, and I tend to send them a personal video or message or an email. But there's also the tech stuff where they will get reminders. But how can you add value and get them excited about speaking to you before they even get on the call? So those are my 3 tips. What do we say? We said book it, name it, and pre-sell. Those are the things you need to do to have an amazing array of calls. Now, if you are struggling with getting people onto your calendar, watch this space, because in my next video, I'm going to talk about how do you get people onto your calendar. So if you are somebody, you're a coach, you're a thought leader, you've got a big message you want to get out into the world, and you know this is your time, and you are ready to step up and invest in working with someone, a la moi, it might be me, it might be someone else, but if you want to know what it's like to have someone who can absolutely get you to book published, speaking on platforms, featured in podcasts, featured in the press, and having a premium offer, then why not send me a private message and I will send you my link. And if not, you can go to coachwithhelen.com. Have an amazing day, guys. Take care. Bye for now.